Defense has been Minnesota Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer's calling card since he got here in 2014. He's the de facto defense coordinator. He is the DC with the challenge flag. Awesome. But he's done wonders on that side of the ball. He took the 32nd ranked defense in 2013, turned it into the best in the NFL in 2017, perennially one of the best units on that side of the rock for years. The entire time he's been here, you can always generally lean on that the Vikings defense is going to be pretty good. And then this offseason, there was some big turnover, pun intended, on that side of the ball. Gone. Team captains, Everson Griffin, Linval Joseph, gone. Xavier Rhodes, and 2017 All-Pro, gone. Former first-round pick Trey Waynes, gone. Former second-round pick Mac Alexander, gone. Former starter safety Andrew Sandejo, gone. Utility DB J-Ron Curse. That's a lot of institutional knowledge just walking out the door, being replaced by rookies and understudies and new guys, and also no OTAs, no preseason, limited training camp. So just like, okay, so how's this going to work? And then you had big money free agent nose tackle Linval Joseph's replacement, Michael Pierce. He opts out. And then the Vikings lose Danielle Hunter with a tweaked neck. And then week 2, they lose Anthony DeBar with a torn pec. And then Yannick the freaking Ngakoue is here for like 2 seconds, leads the team in sacks, and then leaves. And then the Vikings, less than ideal. They start out 1-5. Zimmer's defense shredded at times. 400 plus yards allowed 5 games, as well as 30 plus points allowed 5 games as well, including on Sunday, 397 and 33 points to Mitchell Trubisky Ponder. Really? But really David Montgomery. But really? Basically, the Vikings defense went from this. So last year, this was this dead sexy unit. So you got Everson and Danielle, the best edge rushing tandem in the National Football League. You had Linval, who wasn't Linval, but still Linval adjacent, handling things in the middle. Stefan was a nice rotational piece, playing some 3-tech and nose tackle. Of course, you have Kendricks and Barr, and then you worked in Wilson when base 4-3, and then you kick in Mack in the slot and nickel. And they got Waynes and Rhodes on the outside, and they got Harrison, the best safety duo in the NFL. Woo! This is a damn sexy looking defense. Come on. And then Sunday, they rolled out this. So great. Again, you go from a squad that had 7 Pro Bowlers, 3 former All-Pros to this Sunday against the Bears. So you have 2 rookies and a cornerback, Gladney and Dantzler. Chris Jones, who the hell knew who Chris Jones was like a month ago? Really? Todd Davis, who I like Todd Davis. He's played extremely well, but also there's a reason why he was available midseason. Then you had Wilson trying to hold things down in the middle in a new spot. And then you have Shamar Stephen sliding over. And then you got Afadi, who was a rotational guy, had great success last year, but is he a rotational guy at best? Sure. Jaleel Johnson trying to step up being a starter. Jalen Holmes in that same boat. But you still have Harrison, and that's it. Also, rookie Troy Dye. That's it. That is the defense that took the field Sunday against the Bears. Awesome. Now, there was a stretch after the bye where it did seem like the Vikings were starting to get things together, mainly because Eric Kendricks took his game. I mean, he was the first team All-Pro last year and then just Supermaned it. But this team was being held together by duct tape and chewing gum and super glue. And then after Kendricks got hurt in warm-ups against the Jaguars, everything just went to pot. I mean, the Jaguars won in whatever, took the Vikings to overtime, and then you lost against the Bucks, and then you lost against the Bears, and it's just like, whatever. Like, injuries finally caught up to and snuffed out the Vikings. So, question is, with the Vikings defense likely going to end up in the 20s, potentially even late 20s in terms of rankings on the year, is Mike Zimmer to blame? Is this so-called defensive guru head coach Mike Zimmer to blame? Well, it's kind of complicated. On one hand, yes, I mean, absolutely. He's the head coach. He's the CEO. The buck stops with him. He is the de facto defense coordinator as well, But also, due to injuries and roster turnover, I mean, half the Vikings defense getting snaps or starter level snaps, they ain't starting caliber. And as a defensive coach, you can scheme it up as perfect as you want. If you don't have the players who are capable of executing the plan, it's not going to work out. And you see that. I mean, some of the defensive calls may have worked out gangbusters last year, but they've been struggling this year. And the players, you can tell, they're generally in position. Generally, it's the right call. They know their gap. They know their assignment. And then they just get beat. One-on-one, they just get blown off the ball. Their man gets beat when they're trying to cover them. They can't make the tackle even though they're in position because, maybe the talent isn't there. Now, by the way, this works the other way too. Like you could have an absolute dumbass call, but you could have extreme talent on that defense, and then the players just make your calls look genius. Like it's really easy to dial up stuff for Danielle Hunter and Everson Griffin and Kendricks and Harrison Smith. It's pretty easy, right? But yeah, Zimmer does deserve some blame. But like we mentioned, minus the rookies, so take them out. I don't think anyone on this defense right now, besides Harrison, Harris, and Wilson, again, taking Kendricks out too, I don't know if they would start on any other team. I don't. Like maybe if Fadi works in as like a high-end rotational guy, but that might be it. And that might be a little bit harsh, but I think that's the truth. I mean, the Vikings tried to rebuild this defense on the fly, but then Murphy's Law came into effect with the injuries and the opt-out. So, yeah, I mean, this year, I think the Vikings massively overachieved, and they did what they could. But in the end, it caught up to him, and it just wasn't enough. So next year, I mean, health is going to be big. You're getting Danielle Hunter back, hopefully 100%. Eric Kendricks won't have that nagging calf injury. Anthony Barr maybe will be back. Team captain, 4-time Pro Bowler as well. Plus, you get Michael Pierce. So that, I mean, you get 3 Pro Bowlers as well as 1 All-Pro, and then a high-priced nose tackle who's going to 2-gap, help stop the run, help keep bodies off of Kendricks and Wilson and Barr if he's still here. I mean, that's big. I mean, that's monstrous, man. Plus, you get more development of these young guys. Gladney, Dantzler, Wanham, Dye. Maybe James Lynch even plays too. Who knows, right? And then also parts of another deep draft class. And can we get a penetrating 3-tech one time? Jordan Tweeman? Let's go. All right. But the Vikings defense 2021 is going to be an absolute force. But this year, best laid plans? Yeah. Like, do you give Mike Zimmer a mulligan on this one? No, but it's close. Yeah, it's kind of close, but yeah. All right, but your thoughts. Is Zimmer absolutely to blame for this defense? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. I'll support that work. Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.